But of course, the ambition is there, and Xiaomi has global ambitions. For more on that, we're joined in our studio by my colleague Wu Haojun. Good evening, Haojun.
Good evening.
It is incredible. Just a company which only began selling smartphones 5 years ago now is among the top sellers of Chinese smartphones here in this country. What is the story of Xiaomi?
Well, the story of Xiaomi is really one of the dark horse or even rags to riches. Founded in the year 2010, by the way, that's the same year global consumers finally got their hands on the much anticipated fourth generation of iPhones. That should give you an idea of just how young Xiaomi really is. The Chinese homegrown smartphone maker is now #1 in the country here in China in terms of the number of devices sold. The success story of Xiaomi is like that of a viral Korean pop song. Nobody saw it coming, and now everyone is talking about it. Besides its often ingenious marketing campaigns, Xiaomi has another ace up its sleeve. Its phones can do everything that an iPhone can do, maybe even a little faster and better, but they are sold for almost half the prices of an iPhone. And now the Chinese smartphone maker is courting consumers looking for a good bang for their buck overseas, especially in emerging markets like India and Brazil. The company said its sales in India had been growing at a quarterly average of 45% in the year 2015. That's a pretty impressive figure, I'd say, for a newcomer like Xiaomi.
Of course, Xiaomi's story is very impressive, but it is not alone in this arena. I know a lot of Chinese brands have been catching up and have their own going global strategy.
Yes, while actually Samsung and Apple are still the very much dominant two players in the global market, we're seeing more and more consumers, especially in emerging markets, using Chinese brands like Huawei and Xiaomi. Bad news for Nokia aficionados and Motorola diehards, but good news here for Chinese smartphone industry. Now, 3 of the 5 most sold smartphones in the world are Chinese. The smartphone market is certainly very competitive, one especially at the global level. But Chinese companies are making forays, albeit slowly. The Chinese telecom giant Huawei shipped a record 108 million devices in 2015, becoming the first Chinese smartphone maker to pass the 100 million unit mark in a given year. And its strong sales performance has obviously given it more bravado when it comes to marketing. This picture was taken in the northeastern African nation of Sudan. Right next to a Samsung billboard slogan of "What's next?" is a Huawei one that says, "Next is here." Now, jokes aside, with iPhone sales growing at its slowest pace in 15 years and Samsung sales projected to slow to single digit as well for 2015, 2016 could really become a year of coming out and up for Chinese smartphone makers globally. So, yeah.
And I saw similar things in developed countries as well. Thank you very much, Haojun, for your reporting.